one I particularly recall is the old chemist shop, which was Mr. Davis, and he was one of the real old-fashioned chemists, and he had his window with the big glass coloured jars in. His shop counter ran more or less the whole way around the shop, and it was just full of small drawers, every kind of chemical in it. And he used to make up all the medicines, so it was straight from scratch. I mean, he didn't just tip it out of a bottle or out of a packet or give you pills. He just made things up. I was just beginning to get a bit of an interest in photography then, and he was a tower of strength to me. I'd just go over and tell him what I wanted and what I'd read about, and he'd just get the chemicals and put them together and make them up. He'd get any plates or slides that I needed, all that sort of thing. It was always, you knew what you were entering when you entered his shop. It was a chemist's shop, and with all the smells and everything. And he was a fount of wisdom. I think he did as much trade as the doctors, really. People that had a cold or a bad leg or things like that, they'd just go to him and he'd prescribe something and make it up. Off they'd go quite happily. And there again, see, the dairies, they sold nothing else but dairy produce. Milk, eggs, cream, cheese. And I remember Man's Dairy. Was about half a dozen huge flat pans of milk that had been heated, and the cream was rising to the top, and they'd be all around the dairy. When you went in for cream, you just have a flat ladle and skim it off, and skim the cream from the top straight off the pan of milk. And that was all they sold. Well, some of them, I think they did sell tea. That seemed to go with the milk, I suppose. But
you didn't mention butter. Did they sell butter?
I sold butter. All dairy products, yes. They didn't sort of branch out in anything else as they do these days. They have more or less everything. They call them delicatessen these days, don't they? Not a dairy.